What's going on, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to share 5 updates about the 2020 ASHP Midyear Conference. So 2 weeks ago, I registered for the virtual 2020 ASHP Midyear Conference. And in doing so, I looked over the website to see if there were any worthwhile updates to share. And lo and behold, I found 5. So the first one is that ASHP Midyear, if you were not aware, is actually free for 3 groups of individuals. That's pharmacy technicians, pharmacy residents, and pharmacy students. So if you are in one of those groups, it would probably be very worthwhile to attend. ASHP Midyear, in my personal preference, has been one of the best networking opportunities out there, albeit it's virtual this year, but the fact that it's free makes it very difficult not to go. I like free things, but it's a great experience. I would highly encourage those of you who are thinking about it, especially if you are in one of those 3 groups, to attend just to get some idea of what that might be like. So that's the first thing. They've also reduced the cost for every other attendee. I can't remember what it was, but it was significantly less. The second update is that ASHP has updated the list of participating programs in the residency showcase. Based on what I saw, it looks like they're linking to a Google Sheet. It will be updated on an ongoing basis. So if you don't see your program there right now, it might be later, but I saw a lot of the programs already listed. So that's something to check out. When you're preparing for showcase, it's always important to figure out what time and what day your program will be actually participating. Looks like the same 3 time slots are going to be there. So usually showcase is on a Monday and a Tuesday, Monday afternoon, and then Tuesday morning and afternoon. And those times are usually 8 to 12 and then 1 to 5. It looks like this year they're actually pushing all of those times back 2 hours. So instead of like 8 to 12, it's 10 to 1. And then the other one, I can't do math right now. It's like 3 to 6. No, 3 to 7. Something like that. I can't remember. I'm gonna post the link to the actual hours below. But basically, probably not a big deal for those of you who are attending for the first time, but for those of you who have attended in the past, just know that they pushed the times back 2 hours. The third update is that the pharmacy PhORCAS has now been open to the public as of November 3rd. So if you're a prospective candidate, I highly encourage you to get registered and start populating your information on the website. I don't know how it's gonna go this year, but in general, that month of December, when you have rotations, you have showcase, you have residency applications, you have all these application materials to prepare for submitting your materials to all of these different residency programs, it's a good idea to front load as much of that work as possible, which means when the PhORCAS opens up, which is your primary portal to update or upload your materials to the residency programs, highly encourage you to fill that out. One in particular is transcripts. If you've been at a lot of different colleges, it's a good idea to start requesting them and then just get that sent in and just get it out of the way. Get as much of it out of the way as possible. But the other point to that is not everything is also listed on PhORCAS. Just like pharmacy school, where there were sometimes supplemental applications and essays and materials that you had to submit, same is true for certain residency programs. So as you're submitting these programs or these materials to the pharmacy PhORCAS, keep in mind that some of the programs may have supplemental materials. Don't use PhORCAS as the source of truth for that. I think they even just give a disclaimer usually that, always go reference the residency program website, which you should always do. Go check their website, see if there are any supplemental materials, and just be prepared for them. Now, it doesn't mean to get started on them, because Showcase or ASHP Midyear in general is usually a good time to weed out programs that you maybe thought you wanted to go to, but after midyear you realize, oh, it's actually not that great of a fit. So don't necessarily get started on it, just be aware that those supplemental materials exist so that you'll be aware and ready to work on them if that's one of the final programs that you choose to apply to. The fourth update is that ASHP will be hosting 2 webinars very soon one directed at residency program directors and preceptors, and the other one directed at candidates, so students and residents. And something I would highly encourage you to check out, just because they're going to be talking about the virtual conference, they're going to be talking about PPS, they're going to be talking about how to network in this virtual event. But most importantly, they're going to be previewing and showing the public what this conference platform is going to look like. So I said it in the previous video that I talked about with ASHP Virtual Midyear. Knowing how to navigate the software, the platform, will give you more confidence, make you more confident, and it's a good idea to just check it out. I believe these are free webinars. I'll put the links below. And for those reasons, I would highly encourage you all to check them out. The last update here is that ASHP recently released a statement about the impact of the pandemic on residency programs. And key within that document that they released is that they are encouraging all programs to conduct residency interviews virtually for this upcoming residency year. I know it's not a surprise, but what I take away from this is that you should be double downing, I don't even know if that's a word, but double down on investing in a good webcam, a good mic, and good lighting, because it's all about presenting yourself the best you can. If they can't see you, they can't hear you, your business attire just does not look as good. So that makes me really encourage all candidates to invest in something. And it's not very expensive necessarily, but think about it in terms of the bigger picture. It's not just about the residency showcase, the mid-year, it's not just about residency interviews, but given the state we're in with the pandemic, there are likely many other professional conferences and interviews and networking opportunities that will require you to have this kind of setup. So highly encourage you all to invest in that. I wish I had some affiliate links I could post, but I do not. Just, yeah. Alright guys, so that's kind of it for this video. I hope you found some of these updates useful, and I will see you guys in the next one.